This time I'd like to call the March 15, 2021 City of Vandalia Council meeting to order. We'll start with a moment of reflection, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Council, you've had an opportunity to review the council study session minutes of March 1st and the council meeting minutes of March 1st. Are there any comments or corrections? Being none, they stand approved. We have no communications, petitions, or awards, nor do we have a public hearing, and that brings us to comments from interested citizens. So if there's anyone in the audience or online that would like to make a comment, please state your name and address for the record and your comment. Okay.
Holly.
She doesn't want to speak.
Yes, she
All right.
does. What's that mean?
All right, being none, we'll move on to the city manager's report, where we actually have no information items or action items. We have no old business, and that brings us to our first resolution of the night, that being Resolution 21-R-13. Ms. Wall, by title only.
A resolution awarding the bid for asphaltic concrete requested by the Public Works Department to Barrett Paving Materials in the amount of $67 per ton for Type 2 asphalt and $68 per ton for Type 1 asphalt as the lowest and best bid.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt?
Thank you, Your Honor. Bids were open for the purchase of asphalt to be used by our crews for patching, paving at Vandalia Art Park, completion of Castle Hills Golf Course cart path, and other small paving projects. Barrett Paving was the low bidder at $68 a ton for Type 1 surface asphalt and $67 per ton for Type 2 base asphalt. As has been let's see here. Valley Asphalt submitted a similar bid at $71 per ton for Type 1 and $69 per ton for Type 2. As has been the practice in years past, I respectfully request that council authorize the city to purchase asphalt from both companies. If granted, this would allow the city to advance progress of projects on days when Barrett Paving is unable to deliver asphalt to the city because of scheduling conflicts.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
I move that we approve Resolution 21-R-13 as presented.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilwoman Forrest and a second by Councilman Lewis that we approve Resolution 21-R-13 as presented. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Woods?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Follick?
Yes.
Councilmember Farst?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ehlers?
Yes.
Mayor Herbst?
Yes, the motion carries 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 21-R-14. Ms. Wall, by title only.
Resolution 21-R-14, a resolution authorizing the purchase of police uniforms, footwear, work gear, and duty equipment requested by the Division of Police from Phoenix Outfitters and declaring the existing items as surplus.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt.
Your Honor, in March 2019, the Division of Police utilized bidding process to select a vendor for police officer uniforms, footwear, work gear, bullet-resistant vests, and duty equipment. Phoenix Safety Outfitters, aka Phoenix, submitted the lowest and best bid. On April 15, 2019, City Council passed Resolution 19-R-26, awarding the bid to Phoenix for 2 years with an option for a 2-year extension. Phoenix provided the city with updated pricing that is acceptable to the Chief of Police and will allow adequate purchases to be made for the police division personnel. The 2021 budget includes $23,500 for police officer uniforms, footwear, work gear, bullet-resistant vests, and duty equipment. As is permitted in our current contract and in accordance with normal purchasing procedures, I respectfully request that City Council waive the competitive bidding process and extend the contract with Phoenix Safety Outfitters through April 15th, 2023, not to exceed a 2-year budgeted amount of $48,500.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
I move to approve Resolution 21-R-14.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Pollak and a second by Councilman Blakesley to approve Resolution 21-R-14. Are there any comments? Being none, can you call the roll?
Councilmember Woods?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Pollak?
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers?
yes,
Mayor Herbst?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 21-R-15.
Resolution 21-R-15, a resolution authorizing the purchase for 3 Motorola radio consoles requested by the Division of Police to Motorola in the amount of $27,945.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt.
Your Honor, in 2015, as part of the Multi-Agency Radio Communication System, that's MARCS, the Division of Police purchased 3 radios and 5 consolettes from Motorola Solutions. Since then, we have continued to enter into a yearly agreement with Motorola Solutions for the servicing of the hardware and software upgrades. Staff is requesting that council waive competitive bidding requirements due to the proprietary nature of Motorola hardware and software and authorize the payment of $27,945 for the service dates of February 1, 2021 through January 31st, 2022, based on the public safety need to maintain its uninterrupted connection with its personnel and other users on the radio system.
Thank you. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve Resolution 21-R-15.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Blakesley and a second by Councilman Lewis that we approve Resolution 21-R-15 as presented. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Pollak?
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Woods?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers?
yes,
Mayor Herbst?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Next, we have Resolution 21-R-16 by title only.
Resolution 21-R-16, a resolution approving an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt.
Yes, Your Honor, this is simply legislation ratifying an agreement with the Ohio Patrolmen's Benevolent Association and the city.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve 21-R-16 as presented, or is that 15?
16.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Lewis and a second by Councilman Blakesley that we approve Resolution 21-R-16 as presented. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Pollak?
Yes.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Woods?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers?
yes,
Mayor Herbst?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. We have no ordinances in their first reading, nor do we have any ordinances in their second reading. We do have an emergency ordinance, and that being Emergency Ordinance 21-06. Ms. Wall, by title only.
Ordinance 21-06, an ordinance approving individual assessment amounts and directing the finance director or her designee to certify the amounts to the county auditor for collection and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Mr. Wendt.
Your Honor, this emergency ordinance assesses properties for delinquent accounts related to stormwater fees, trash collection, and sewer and water.
Thank you. This is an emergency ordinance, so I would like to open up a public hearing. So if anyone would like to make comments regarding Ordinance 21-06, please state your name and address for the record and your comment. Being none, I'll close the public hearing. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve Ordinance 21-06 as an emergency.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Blakesley and a second by Councilwoman Fairst that we approve Emergency Ordinance 21-06. Are there any comments? Call the roll.
Councilmember Fairst?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Woods?
Yes.
Councilmember Blakesley?
Yes.
Councilmember Pollak?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Ayers?
yes,
Mayor Herbst?
Yes, and the motion carries 7-0. Next, we have reports from boards and commissions. We have the Board of Zoning Appeals minutes of December 9th, 2020. Are there any comments? Being none, they stand approved. Next, we have the February bill listing in the amount of $2,318,036.01, and the February purchasing card detail in the amount of $26,564.28. And that brings us to council comments. We'll begin with Ms. Wall.
Nothing.
Thank you. Mr. Nguyen.
Oh, just 3 short items, Your Honor. First, I would like to tell you that the VRC is celebrating its 20 years in business, and part of that is selling $20 T-shirts commemorating this great passage. So I've gone ahead and I have permitted all of our non-uniform personnel to purchase shirts, and those that do are able to wear jeans to work on Fridays, April 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. That's the biggest news. Alternatively, we'd encourage employees to make a $20 donation to the Vandalia Food Pantry. Also, so those shirts can be purchased at the front desk by calling the VRC or by getting on the website. If there's no opposition from council, I would like to respectfully suggest that we start to get back to normal by opening back up the council meetings to the public. Hybrid, it'll still operate such that we run Zoom and people can attend remotely, but should somebody wish to come in from town and speak to council, that they be able to do so in person.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Mr. Council,
I'm
fine?
okay.
Agree, yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We are doing a fair amount of work in monitoring social media. There was a big question this weekend about, hey, is Castle Hill's pool going to open back up this summer? We will be pushing out some social media type of posts. Yes, we're fully committed to everybody getting their tan and their burn. We want to have fun. We want to get back to normal. The thing that we're waiting on is some of the rules that are coming out through the Ohio Department of Health that will shape what this summer will look like at Castle Hills Pool. But we are going to be open for business, so we're excited to share that, and we'll continue to share that with the public on social media.
All right, thank you. Councilman Lewis.
None, Your Honor.
Councilwoman Forrest.
I have a couple tonight. I was able to get on the Zoom meeting for the Vandalia Butler Chamber of Commerce with the state of the city, the schools and townships last week. And it was really very interesting and informative, and you get a chance to look through those different videos from each entity. They're posted on websites and Facebook, and it's really, really informative. And thank you to Rich Hopkins. Of course, the city of Vandalia was the best one, and it was very interesting and exciting. So I was going to mention the T-shirts. I think I'll buy one and wear it with jeans on Friday. I can go somewhere. I wanted to mention that the Vandalia Butler Foundation has been a partner in the Harmony Free Notes musical instruments at the Art Park, and they have a arts and culture charitable checking account that has been receiving donations, and there's enough in there now to buy another piece. So that will happen in the near future. So that will make 5 pieces out there, and there's room for a 6th. So if you'd like to donate, that is an available option for you. And I spent some time in the last few days, and I watched the Vandalia Facebook page and the All Things Vandalia, and I was looking for something on the schools and the townships, but the school has so many interesting things that are going on, and so does the city. And so if you have a chance, I know people are feeling isolated at home, those are places that you can find out an awful lot about what's going on in our city. And I encourage you, even though you might not want to post things about your personal life on Facebook, get on there and see what's going on. I think it'll make you feel better about life coming back to normal. There's wrestlers and swimmers and the kids in the choir. You just see all these things happening within our city and our kids, and I just encourage you to do that. Sorry, that was a little long-winded.
Are you done?
I am done.
Councilman Blakesley.
Just one I'll add to the Rich Hopkins story, that I think he did an excellent job at the state of the city. And when I first watched it, it started out as 2020, a COVID year, and I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be a short video. And 20 minutes later, I'm going, wow, there was a lot of things that still went on, and a lot of good things. So, again, I piggyback on what you had said, that look at that and see what we've done and see where we're going. And a lot of great things, I think, are around the corner for 2021. So, other than that, that's all I have.
All right, thank you. Councilwoman Woods.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Foley.
Just one item, and that is a thanks to whatever staff members were involved, but then also the developer at the Foxfire neighborhood. They were able to come to an agreement with the property owner off of North Poe and develop a construction access. And I know that many of the neighbors that I've heard from in the Foxfire development are very thankful for that. So I'm glad that staff was able to facilitate that with the developer, and obviously the developer for making good on that promise, or promise to help out and alleviate as much traffic through the neighborhood as possible.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Ehlers.
Nothing, thank you.
Right. And the only thing I was going to mention is I was also going to congratulate staff on the presentation that Ms. Farce has already mentioned to the chamber. I think it was a very good video, very informative. And also like to congratulate the 3 wrestlers that made it to state this year. That's quite an accomplishment. So we're thankful for all the hard work that they put in. That's all I have tonight, and this meeting is adjourned.